news, Paula, is of course the fact that many poor people were evicted to build some of the World Cup venues. We met up with a tribe of indigenous people who were taken away from right here, from around the Maracanã Stadium here in Rio, and we were absolutely appalled at the housing that they received. Have a look. Right next to Rio's famous Maracanã Stadium, this mansion is decaying in the Brazilian rain. Its inhabitants evicted. There's some of the country's indigenous people, or Indios, part of the proud Tucano tribe, now forced to live in these containers. Chief Duetero says authorities were ruthless evicting the Indios. The removal was very sudden and very violent, he says. It was not done in a respectful way. We tried to talk to them to do it in a respectful way, but instead they sent the riot police. This social media video shows the police operation against the Indios in March of last year. They staged a protest to remain on the land, but that was crushed by security forces. They've been in the containers for more than a year. Struggling to stay dry when it rains, cooking in this basic kitchen, and with trash piling up inside the premises. The closest any of them have come to benefiting from the World Cup is carving whistles they sell to tourists. When we're in a place this crammed, it feels like we're in a jail, he says. It's very hard to live this way. Their containers are more than an hour away from Rio, in this desolate place. This compound is a former leprosy treatment center with a hospital and a lepers colony. It's currently being disbanded, and many of the buildings are in absolute disrepair, but there are still lepers who are being treated here. Rio de Janeiro's state government says the evictions were necessary to finish the Maracanã venue, and that there was a court order for them. Federal authorities say they will provide permanent housing for the tribe soon. But the Tucano have been here for more than a year and feel bitter about the way they've been treated. We would like the World Cup to show the culture of the Indios in Brazil, the chief says, because even in Manaus, in the middle of the Amazon, and here in Rio, we are hidden and we are forgotten. Isolated in containers far away from their home, the Tucano tribe is trying to keep their issue in the public eye, hoping they can leave here soon if Brazil's government keeps its word. So we can see there, Paul, that a lot of the issues, the underlying social issues, have not been resolved before the World Cup. Of course, evictions being one of them. Also, the cost overruns for the World Cup venues being another one. And then there's the many people here in this country who simply feel that they're not part of this event because the ticket prices are so high and so few Brazilians can actually afford to go to any of the games, Paula.
Yeah, a good point, not missed on anyone. Fred, thanks for bringing us that story. And just the fact that they call them containers, it's still unbelievable. Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it. Now, if you needed any more proof that football and economics go hand in hand,